Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore, and this is No Man's Sky. So, I've been pretty busy. I'll come here now to a couple of quick cuts to a few things I discovered while I was out just doing things, because I was doing a buttload of resource gathering and work. One, now I have the gamma weed, I should be able to continue that one, the farmer quest. I've now got a heat shield, as well as some of my other ones. And the big one is I just finished preparing this baby here. So the ship I've been using was a solar class, a C class solar ship, which I believe has good fuel efficiency. But this is a shuttle, which I believe is a bit of an all-rounder for general ability. Like, it's not as good at fighting as a fighter, etc., and so forth. It's not doesn't have quite as much storage room as a cargo vessel or whatever. There's different types of ships, but it had way more room than as an A class. It had a lot more stuff and better potential for a lot of things than my other ship. So I took some time to put it together and transfer some things over when I could, and yeah. Also, my freighter, my frigate, was out on a mission and came back, and it was like, we had some interesting encounters, so the crew had to be quarantined or whatever, blah blah blah. And I got a recipe for a dream aerial subconscious access device, a signal receiver and amplifier tuned to the wavelength of the unconscious mind. It is every color all at once, splitting the surrounding light into a shimmering rainbow. Warning: carrying this antenna into deep space may attract the attention of cosmic megafauna. I have no idea what that means, but I think I did read somewhere that there are living ships you can get. So probably there's also some you can fight. I don't know, but sounds cool. I'm not going to be able to get this anytime soon because Living Glass and Solar Mirror are both outside of my current manufacturing. But something to work for. Okay. Yeah. So here's that cut now to those other little things I did in case because I think about it, I don't think I put enough gap there to really put something in. Personality protocol, voice of the hive. The Viking, the Gek, the Korvax, and the Travelers were no species at all, but a single soul, replicated, hated, and loved. They all waited for you. The Atlas waited. We waited. Alright, what can I get for weapons? Ah, space-time meter. That's funky sounding. I mean, it looks cool. Class C, blah blah blah, whatever. There. Yeah, fine. I recall it doesn't get rid of your current multi-tool, but I want to be extra cautious of that because I do not want to lose my current multi-tool. So, utilities, multi-tool. First one I don't care about.
Thermal protection falling.
Base lightning. Keeper. Yeah, you know, I don't care. Let's just stick with what I've got, because we're good with that. Which is the divorce is stasis. Alright. Place exactly on fire over there. Like, cool.
Units received.
Kind of curious about that. Let me just take a quick look. Alright, can I get burned by it? The other way.
Thermal extreme
Yep,
warning
okay.
detected.
Does burn my stuff there. Alright, so, just is fire. Cool. I like that they actually have that in the game.
Units
You can
received.
actually just plain get fire that burns you. Makes sense. Kinda cool. Alright. Back off to other matters now. I need to go harvest a bunch of resources. The Colfax echoes tell of a time long ago when the monoliths of the Atlas woke the civilizations of the Outer Edge. Their presence filled them with a desire for knowledge. The Colfax echoes tell of a time. Yeah, okay. From these beginnings, empires were born, spoke out, and fell silent once more, an eternity that cannot be quantified. Seek help with language, seek knowledge of the past. Let's seek with language this time. Knowledge of the Colfax convergence increases. Does it just give me one word, or does it actually increasing with the Corvax? Alright, standing. It gives me standing and a little teeny touch of knowledge. Alright. Guess that works. Whisper, spill from the sharp edges of the artifact, recalling the dreams and memories of the Corvax echoes in my mother tongue. The Atlas interfaces await the arrival of the travelers, those who would seek the ends of the universe through its very core. Within the infinity of time, their arrival is probable. Their potential could now know no bounds. One dimension, billions will receive them. Alright, seek help with language. Cool, might as well just keep going with this for now. I don't feel like going treasure hunting. Well, that's an interesting thing to stumble across. Esta Prime, gaseous sentience. Third consciousness wave detected on hailing frequency. Your fusion burns fast for warm-celled creature. Do not linger here. Your fusion burns fast for warm-celled creature. Do not linger here. Okay. Well, you have fun in space, weird entity. Here I was just out here trying to gather cadmium and stuff, and check out what activated cadmium is, to collect that as well. And, yeah, getting weird messages from space critters. Set this stored away. So yeah, okay, welcome back. Just a bit of lore there. Yeah, we're all set with this, we're all set with that. Let me go to my agricultural research. And gamma weed, I need uranium. I have a buttload of that because that was on the list of things I picked up when I was harvesting. In here somewhere, I know. Just have to remember which one of these storage containers I stuck it in. Uranium! There we go. Okay, so now, gamma weed. Let's put you there. And I have enough to just return to the farmer with, so we're good. The gamma weed cuttings ready. They require delicate care in spite of their chaotic origins, or perhaps because of them. Who knows? Show me your success. Your successes. Hand over 50 gamma rooms. Ah, I will be able to make such fine dishes with this plant. It is a pity that you are unable to gorge on this radioactive treasure, traveler. But perhaps I may offer an alternative. We will sate your hunger with beauty rather than food. Okay, whoa. Venom Orchid, Urchin, and Albino Pearl received 3 items learned. Plantable seed, orb, album pearl orb. Okay, that's cool. Plantable seed, yeah, wow. That's some interesting stuff. We shall cultivate a crop of Gravitino hosts. I'll be happy to tell you the history of this flora should you wish it. My stories and theories seem to bore other Gek, friend. I suppose I am closest to the Korvax in my wish to study, but even then, those machines lack all sense of surprise, all passionate wonder. I must confess that I frequently feel lonely. Well, Gek Calder wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow Gravitino hosts. Alright. Many believe the Gravitino hosts cannot be cultivated through artificial means, but I know they are wrong, friend. You will reap the benefits of my experimentation. Cool. Alright, what do I need for those? First, this, indium and paraffinium. I actually have that. Venom urchin. Small innocuous plant whose leaves periodically spray a small amount of potent sac venom, a valuable trading commodity. Cannot be planted outdoors, approximate growing time. Gold emerald. I don't have a emerald right now. What do I need for this? Silver, magnetized ferrite. Interesting. A strange, potentially parasitic plant that yields an occasional harvest of the highly tradable commodity Gravitino balls. Suitable for hydroponic indoor planting, cannot be planted outdoors, approximate growing time 2 hours. Alright, so this one and this one I think I can. Do I have indium? I can't remember if I have any indium. No? Actually, no, I probably don't. I'm thinking of something else. But store that and that for now. Let me see here. What do I have? Yeah, no indium. Ammonia. Oh, wait. I do have a little indium. Okay, well, I'll grab that. I think that was just the amount I needed, too. I could be remembering wrong. Silver. Alright. What was it? Magnetized ferrite. And indium and paraffinium. I think I have enough paraffinium lying around somewhere. Yes. Paraffinium. Then magnetized ferrite. That one I may or may not have because I just burned through a buttload of ferrite related stuff to do all those repairs to my ship. So yeah. Don't see anything. Nothing. I should have had a little bit of storage somewhere. Oh, magnetized ferrite, a little short. Alright, well, I can get more of that easily enough. Let me just see if I can just quickly trade for some rather than make it myself. Cobalt. Ferrite dust, I'll take that actually, because right now I'm a bit short, and I can use it. Ferrite dust. Alright. Platinum. Alright, good. Well, guess we're making something. Ferrite dust. In that. I only needed 5, so I don't really need that. Alright. It was good bug me. Sorry. Still kind of bugs me because I didn't get an even amount. Oh well. Pure ferrite. Get all that transferred over. I'll keep the other magnetized ferrite in storage after. Give me. Thank you. Okay, let's do this. Gravitino. You can go there. And let's put you here. Crystal. Medium-sized farmable crystal orbs that yields an occasional harvest of valuable albinum pearls. Suitable for hydroponic indoor planting. Cannot be planted outdoors. 6. You know, rather than do it like this, I should just go storage, Storage. Actually, that's gonna say it's me. Good. Okay. And I have some Gravitino orbs lying around, so I didn't have to wait to turn those in. Come on, Vanity. I know that sound anywhere. You carry Gravitino balls, do you not? Vanity, go. You're already out. Go. Hand in 1 Gravitino ball. Oh, wow. Ah, it is like greeting an old friend. Let me see them. Truly wondrous work, traveler. New building part learned. Akinek, a plantable seed, native to barren biomes, and capable of standing long periods of drought. Akinek is an edible succulent and responds well to cultivation, yielding a large but occasional harvest, suitable for hydroponic indoor planting. We should have some of that lying around, I think, already. We have seen so much life in frost and heat, nuclear winter, and toxic wastelands. You should know by now that no world is truly barren, friend, even if there seem to be few signs of life. Take the Akinakaktis. For example, they are found on otherwise barren worlds, waiting for their moment to thrive. Just think of what they will become in this superior environment. Wish for me to cultivate it? Yes, okay. I look forward to results. I think I have some of that lying around. Maybe I don't. I know I had some for a while. I just can't remember if I actually sold it. Do it like this. Not like this. No, that goes back there. I know I had some in the past. Yeah, it might have been before I was saving stuff, so I think I might have sold it. Bummer. I'll have to find more of that. Shouldn't be too hard, really. Yes, I'm blind. Entirely possible. I've overlooked it in all this. But, yeah, okay, I don't think I have that one. Yeah, no. Okay, I'll have to get that one later. Either way, progress on that quest line, and lots of new planting things, which will make it so we have all sorts of new harvestables. Alright, I am happy with how that turned out. Alright. That works. Okay, where is my current setup? Our circuit board. Why did I need for a circuit board again? I might have some stuff for that by now. Circuit board. Poly, fiber, and heat capacitor. I think I picked up some poly fiber. Thinking about it. Poly fiber. And I had a heat capacitor. Alright. So now, boom, a boom, 1 circuit board. Oh, I need that. There we go. This was a return to the overseer item. I trust our scientist was able to meet your needs, friend. They have the circuits we demand. As I approached the overseer, I was almost certain I heard them talking to themselves, spitting out words and phrases in a tongue I recognize, but do not understand. But seconds later, there is no trace of the venom I thought I heard. I must be mistaken. Assistant Ascons asked me for the circuit boards. Okay. The overseer is strange, but no more so than any of the other beings I have encountered. Indeed, they have been more helpful than most. I hand over the circuits and receive my reward. Galactic Trade Terminal, I already have those. I already have one, thanks. Ah, friend, you will be so happy with Assistant Astronaut. I have drawn up plans for some starship technology, but I cannot yet sync my design with your ship. I shall need a Gravitino ball to perfect my device. The Overseer predicted I would be pleased, and once again, they are correct. They have been ceaseless in their efforts to improve my lot. The Gravitino ball is required to finish their promised starship technology. The farmer may be able to help. Yep, okay. You'll not regret it, friend. It is good work. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Gravitino. Here you go. You may leave, but do not be deceived. We are all prisoners, even you. If you abandon me, you'll find another Gek with a different face but the same soul, the same words. We are paired to you throughout time and memory, your servants, your teachers. Assistant Astonov suggested if I were to dismiss them from my service, I would find another just like them. as if nothing at all had happened. They claim I am a prisoner. I know only that I must trust the Overseer. I know it in my heart. Apologize. Do not apologize, friend. You did not choose this any more than we did. Interesting. Okay, now it's... You may leave, but then yeah, no. As, Alright, I'm just gonna deal with that. Why isn't that working? Do I need to... Okay, now it's saying return to the Overseer. Alright, I had to just wait for the quest to process. Did you enjoy your adventure, friend? Your expedition to find our ore? I have waited for you faithfully. There is something about the way Assistant Askanov speaks that, for all their kind words, suggests a resentment saved only for the deepest of enemies. But they would not have come to work here if we were enemies. Of course not. We are friends. The Overseer asked for the Gravitino ball so they can finish the Starship technology design. There you go. As ever, I am so grateful for your assistance, friend. Did you enjoy your adventure, friend? Your expedition to find our ore? I have waited for you faithfully. There is something about the way Assistant Askanov speaks that, for all their kind words, there's some they would not... Okay, why are we repeating this? Yes, we did this. As ever... Okay, something's glitched, I think. You'll give me that orb eventually, you know. Okay, I got 2 pulse engine modules because of that glitch. Well, not a great one. Maybe the other one's better. Efficiency, boost, maneuverability. Alright, we're gonna take this one out. Actually, we'll just take this one apart. Thanks. Okay, that moves that on. Now let's check our, return to the Overseer. Alright. Give me 1 second. I am going to feel like this is glitching in a way that it should not. So we're going to save, and then I'm going to jump out to the main menu and back. And hopefully that'll kick it over to behaving. Because something seems off with that and I don't like it. Interesting that the Overseer is becoming more and more hostile as time goes on. Yep, I've still got Gravitino. Maybe if I try something else. 1 second. What if I do that? So I only have 1 in my inventory. Have you ever wondered what happens after death? Between expiration and rebirth, meditate upon annihilation. Harvest Mordite from the dead is the only way to escape. Since the Overseer arrived, I have had a recurring dream, a nightmare that feels like a memory. Flesh merged with metal, a world of glass that blinks. A planet with green skies and an obsidian moon. A dream where I see my grave. As I snap back to reality, there is a moment before I can shake the image, that wound on the world lingering before my eyes. The Overseer asked me to harvest Mordite, a material found in the bodies of the slain. Can I decline it and see what happens? Perhaps this is not the time to meditate upon annihilation. I know you see it too, friend, the Crimson Eye. It always finds you. Mordite is a strange material, a constant in an ever-changing universe. Perhaps Assistant Askanov is right. Perhaps it does offer a clue. The Overseer asked me to harvest Mordite. Okay, accept. The Overseer has served me well. Perhaps their task will free my mind from these lingering nightmares. Alright. So, well, at least we are able to move on. Let me put this in here. I do have Mordite. Because I had, had a few instances where I've had to kill some critters that were hostile and whatnot. And I think where I just found some lying around. Okay, make sure the Overseer is all good to go. Check, check. Boom. I can see the change in you, friend. You have completed your task, and I have seen the world as you see it. I do not entirely understand what I have done for the Overseer, but they seem once again ready to reward me for my actions. Give more dice. Here, take these schematics. May the things you build always remind you of those you killed to construct them. Exocraft Terminal. A research station tailored to the needs of technicians and equipped with bespoke vehicular design software. Need more chromatic metal. Scatter Blaster. Scatter shot projectile weapon. So what is this? Basically a shotgun. For my multi-tool, Pugnium and Wiring Loom. Specialist close combat weapon attached to the multi-tool. Access fire mode by pressing G and fire weapon with that. Scatter Blaster. Configures the multi-tool to heat and shatter metallic elements, firing them in a wide cone of destruction. Range is limited, but the shrapnel is highly effective at close range. Alright, well, it's not like I don't have room on my multi-tool for it, and that's one I haven't experimented with, so I'm okay with moving it. I've got both of these things in storage. This one had the multi... Nope. This one has the wiring looms. And this one had the Pugnium. Actually, I might have had more than one with Pugnium, actually, thinking about it. Had a lot of Pugnium. Alright, that'll be of use in the things I had to kill. Well, maybe anyway, assuming I remember it's even there and use it. Okay, what else is there for my logs and discoveries? Logs. Exocraft Technician. Build an Exocraft Terminal. For that I needed more... I should have some copper, activated copper around here somewhere. Maybe it. Alright, copper, activated copper. Got more of this, I'll use some of that. Gotta make some more of that.
Recharged.
Activated copper. Begin. I don't want to turn all of this into chromatic metals, but I do need a good bit. So let me see here. While I do a quick check on this. I'm gonna put this. I have filled up this side of things. Maybe I'll put it here. That, or I'm gonna have to. I really have to take some time to expand my base again. It looks like otherwise. What are you, and how did you get in my base? Weird glitch. Oh, shush, Bandy. The kitty's fine. The kitty's not bothered. Come on. Okay, Exocraft Terminal. Let's put you here.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Alright. Looks like this is probably one I can get in this star system. Maybe? Let's just teleport over and do it. Yep. Current system, warp to there. Let's go find ourselves a Exocraft Technician. Now, which one of you is the person I need? Is it you? Viking High Command insists warrior help pathetic interloper coward. Your question? The warrior's hackles rise and they start shaking in anticipation of my request. Well, you can have these. That is not who I needed. Cadet, warrior. Okay, is there one of you with a funny name? Operator, director. No, those are all ones I expected. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Viking. Enemy Slayer, guard, you maybe. You know, I don't know. Wait. Why is it out there? Is it not on? Is that the entrance to the space station, or is that? Okay, now I'm curious. Or is it actually somewhere else? Okay, yeah, no, it is the space station. So somewhere on this space station, I should find what I'm looking for. There we go. That didn't work. Now we got a marker on one of them. Every once in a while, this game just has its own little quirks. Not bad quirks necessarily, but definitely some odd ones. At least they're workable and easily fixed. Alright, dead. I demand a place on your throne world, interloper. Acceptance will grant you the glory of an exocraft and a Viking mech priest to administer its mass. Pray only that you have an exocraft terminal sufficient for my skills. Refusal will result in my inevitable extermination. Be quick. The technician seeks work, claiming they will be able to build and upgrade exocraft for my travel. Sure. You are weak and unworthy of my skills, but I have no choice. I will flee to your vile world. I will become an interloper. Whatever make you happy, mister. We go back here. And now you are here. Cadet has calmed since I last saw them, though I feel a sense of dread within their eyes of the paranoia that has sustained them across the stars. Interloper, I will do as I promised. Build a geobay from this schematic, and my exocraft shall be yours, unworthy though you may be. Now, excuse me, I must ensure this location is defensible should my people try to find me. The technician asked me to construct a roamer geobay from which I will be able to access their exocraft. I think I already made one. Of course, this bargain greatly favors you, Interloper. My exocraft has seen much glory. Paraphinia. Is that not what I already have here? Okay, yeah, good. I don't have to make a second one. It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I actually did already do that. New guide entry, yeah. And just jump in here and jump out. Interloper, have you constructed the roamer geobay? Grah, tell me. Once you have, we must scan this world. We must find its signals, its secrets. Confirm. Good. Here's a blueprint for an exocraft radar. This augmentation will allow you to discover buildings and signals from afar. But Interloper, know that it disgusts me that you lack so much knowledge. Exocraft radar. One microprocessor and chromatic metal. I've got the chromatic. Don't delay, Interloper. You have the means. Now set about the construction of the signal booster. I do not know how I feel about this warrior. I do not know whether I have made a mistake, but there is nothing to be done. The Viking has honored their word. I will honor mine. The Viking asked me to install the signal booster in my exocraft. Alright, fine. Signal booster. There's that. Let me get a carbon nanotubes, easy enough. And there we go, more chromatics. Boom. It is done. Well, at least we're finally getting some actual tech to play in that thing. And in other types of, like, there's multiple types of exo device, suit, exocraft, or whatever. So, at least now we'll have some tech to start using on them. Okay. Technician awaits. Yes, you do. Once we have the exocraft radar, we can map this planet. Are you ready for what happens next? Expecting me to announce my success? Yes, hand in. Your timing is fortuitous, traveler. Take these blueprints. Mounted cannon. Pugnium and copper. Due to the energy requirements of this powerful weapon, they can only be fired from an exocraft mount. In your absence, I have made a grave discovery. There are sentinel depots on this world. Yeah, that happens. They are everywhere, even in the last refuge. In this last refuge, track one down, traveler. Destroy the depot and bring me its precious contents for use in my work. Cadet requires me to use my exocraft radar to locate a depot and steal the material from within. They will use this substance to create an exocraft booster. Sure. Hurry, interloper. Do not permit the sentinels to loot your world. Not like I haven't kicked their butts multiple times already, but okay, whatever. Let's see here. Copper. And butter. And mounted cannon. Boom, boom. Let me, might as well install this while I'm at it. Let's move this one over to here. That way it has some kick to it. And we're done. Now what? Alright, exocraft. Return to technician. Hello, I have done. Have you obtained the materials I seek, interloper? Hold on. Okay, so I guess because I had the gold already. Alright, well, let's do this. See if it'll actually give me something. I know I've seen those depots before, I've actually raided them. So, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I've got the gold, I'll give him. Good, I shall use it to forge exocraft boosters for future expeditions. An efficient plasma injector coupled to the engine, they allow short bursts of speed. Yay! Carbon nanotubes, chromatic metal, magnetized ferrite. None of us lives life alone, traveler. All of us form attachments. Andy, why are you whining so much tonight? You need to go out. Go. Alright. 1 second. I'm going to run the dog so it doesn't stop whining at me. If that or the cat is nearby and wait for that. Yeah, it's either he decided he actually had to go out, but he didn't go earlier. I left my consort and spawn behind on my homeworld. My crimes were my own, but I must know what has happened to them. They have sent me an encrypted transmission. You will use the exocraft boosters to reach it before my brethren inevitably delete it. In the process, we can pull mining laser technology from the network. Brah, we will kill 2 Gek with 1 blast. You do know you have like 2 Gek working here, right? Maybe don't use that thing. Could cause problems. Cadet requires me to use my exocraft boosters to reach a terminal quickly enough to receive an encrypted transmission. Okay, encrypted transmission. They believe we may also acquire an exocraft mining laser blueprint from the Viking network. Sure. Be vigilant, be quick. I require this message. I must know what happened to those I left behind. Alright, so we install this. Boom. And jump in here.
Navigational data received.
Cool. Where? Nope. I have to mark. Okay. I guess that's just how it's different. Alright. We go. Whee! And I guess I'm supposed to use this. Even though it would honestly be a lot faster if I just took the ship. You know what? Yeah, let's forget that. We're taking my ship. Because that is much further than it needs to be, and ship will be faster. No point in me hauling out there on a slow exocraft when I don't have any need to do that the slow way. There's literally no point in me going the slow way with that. Yeah, I've got very little time. And with this planet's layout anyway, I am far more likely to have issues. Landed pilot, I don't care. You probably just want to trade with me? I don't have time right now. Yeah, with the way this planet's terrain is, the chances are good I'm going to have trouble with the exocraft anyway due to, well, everything. Because the terrain is not great for driving on, both due to the hills and also really big holes in the ground. So we jump in here, we go, and we take off, and boom! How far away is this thing? Yeah, even with my ship going on the ground like this, it's still gonna take me a minute. But nowhere near as long as if I was trying to drive this thing the whole way. Have I come out exploring this way much? I think I have. Kind of explored a lot of this planet's general area. Alright, let's touch down right here. Touch down. Out. Let's move. Couple facilities here, looks like. Not bad. And this. Loading transmission. Decrypting subspace frequency. Error. Interception. Witness the price of your heresy, fugitive of the Vy'keen. Know that there is no sky in which we cannot find you, no system to which you might flee unscathed. Hide, then in the depths of this galaxy, for we are patient. I know that your spawn wept like mewling Gek as we cut them down, that we killed your consort as they fled, leaving the others behind to suffer. Where shall you ever find peace knowing these things? The message was not what I expected. The technician told me to retrieve a transmission from their family, but this I must return and decide what to do. Before the transmission closes, I pulled the exocraft mining laser blueprint from the network. Alright, cool. Yay. Well, rip to that one. I don't know what this guy did, but apparently his family's toast. Which really kind of sucks for him. Have I already been here? This feels like the place I've already been. Let me double check. Yep, I've been here before. Alright. Let me go let my dog back in now. Go in by now. There we go. Waiting at the door to come in. Guess he didn't like the fact that it's been really windy here today. Or maybe he was actually done and just didn't want to be out. He's a funny dog sometimes. Some dogs, you have to, some dogs would do anything to stay outside, and some dogs prefer inside. Though, to be fair for Bandy, he, does seem to end up rather itchy if he stays out in the yard too much, so he is prone to issues. go. Alright. My preparations are almost complete. Soon I will purge myself of my old life, my old attachments, commit fully to what I must become. But, even if I will remember nothing, I must know. I must know, traveler. Have you retrieved the transmission? They are frenzied at my approach, excited. Whatever this transmission might contain, whatever system it has been sent from, it would seem to matter a great deal to the Viking. Yeah, I can't say I haven't. The technician tells me they are going to clean their mind to prepare for their holy task, before they remove all other thoughts. They wish to know what happened to their family. I must know, traveler. Tell me what my consort said. Tell me of my spawn, please. I have waited so long. The technician was expecting to intercept a message from their consort and spawn, but instead I discovered that their family had been killed, murdered by other Viking in retaliation for their heresy. As they stand before me, expectant and nervous, I do not know whether to tell the truth. From what I've seen of the Viking, lying to them could be far worse than telling the truth. Not good either way. Also, it would cause so many problems down the line, even if it would spare them a bit of pain now. I leave me, traveler, we Viking prepare for death our whole lives, but this, who I am now, will die with them, lost in the obliteration of time and memory. Thank you, friend, for what you have done. When we next speak, I will be reborn. Okay, so they got some weird mind wipe capabilities, I guess. Alright. Alright. Got that. Let me call this back. Yep. I have a pretty heavy tell the truth policy, and even if it is painful, though, honestly, I would probably do it with a bit more tact. Though, well, this was kind of vague, so maybe we did it with tact. I don't know. Still, it's one of those things they deserve to know. I am reborn without attachment. I can focus now. Focus on what I must do. Grah, you will require a mining leaf in the days to come. Construct one, and I will craft you a nomad exocraft, befitting an acolyte of Null. Their face is different, beneath their eyes, beneath the soul. They have changed irrevocably. For once they would insult me with meaningless threats, now they speak only of a singular purpose. For once they would be capable of happiness or grief, now they only care about their cult, about their supposed purpose. The technician asks me to build an exocraft mining laser, promising to craft me the blueprint for a new exocraft, the Nomad. The world will change, it must. It has to. It has to, traveler. Or else all of this, everything we have done, it will have been for nothing at all. Alright, exocraft mining laser.
Technology installed.
Gel, 2 life support, more magnetized ferrite. Great. Alright. Boom. Boom and boom. Done with that. It is done. So, exocraft mining laser. Time is it? To the technician. Have you built the mining laser? I hope you enjoy working with Viking technology. Nothing refines the design of a machine like using it in combat, even if that combat is against the Earth. Confirm it is built. Nomad Geobay, an underground secure parking facility for the Nomad Light Exocraft. Paraffinium, ion battery, metal plating. Do I have enough paraffinium left? Excellent work. Your exocraft mining laser should be powerful enough to extract even magnetized ferrite from this planet. Witness the art of the mech priest that I can create such marvels. Grah! This universe is a mystery, traveler. Lives are spent in solving it. We shall do our part. The technician needs me to gather magnetized ferrite, a hyper-dense mineral that must be refined. My life will be made easier with the exocraft mining laser, able to harvest pure ferrite from large deposits. The technician will use this to craft an upgrade for my exocraft radar. They say the Viking first rose to the stars in ships crafted from pure magnetized ferrite. Who knows what we will accomplish? Alright. Gather magnetized ferrite. I'm curious how this will work. Let me go in here. Quick. Craft mining laser. Alright, so it just works the same as any other mining thing. Okay, slightly harder to aim just because it can't aim down very well. This one doesn't seem to have an overheat like my other one does. Like my normal hand laser is. Oh. Okay. Advanced mining laser required. Okay, so it still does need an advanced version in order to even get pure ferrite. Have to work on that. Alright, well, one thing at a time. I need more magnetized. Which means... boom, ferrite. Oh wait, did I have some other? No, that was magnetized. Sorry, I thought I had the middle ground on for a bit there. All right, so we make magnetized ferrite. We get that back to him. He gives me another blueprint. I liked how they designed this as a way to get everything. Well, I mean not everything, but a large number of unlocked items and the like that you could use in the game. Because you don't have to do it this way. We've seen already, you can unlock things multiple different ways, whether it's buying it from the anomaly or other places, or finding it, or discovering it in some way. But this is a nice way to make it so, like, here's your blueprint. You worked for it, you got it, you're good. Alright. Gotta wait. Return technician. Techie, here you are. Have you brought the magnetized ferrite, traveler? The signals are out there, I know they are. All you need is a signal booster capable of detecting them. Alright. I give the technician the ferrite they requested as they work with it. I examine their station. It is barren now, lacking the flaws, the personality of their previous equipment. So I could use a signal locator with... Or if there is something to do with, like, weird deposits you can harvest. I'll have to look into it at some point. I can't help but miss the way they were before. For all this newfound efficiency and focus, the flaw of their individuality forever gone, drowned within their great purpose. Radar amplifier. EA, more chromatic metals required. Ion battery, microprocessor, which also requires more chromatics. Take the signal booster. Upgrade it. When it is constructed, I have something else for you. Compensation for your work. I have been analyzing your exocraft, telemetry. You see, it seems that my previous incarnation did not even provide you with the most basic in exocraft weapon upgrades. Grah, forgive the Viking that I was, Acolyte. It is not polite to withhold firepower. The technician requires me to craft an upgrade to my signal booster. Promising my upgrade, yeah, okay, blah blah blah. Your technology multiplies. Soon your exocraft will be the envy of all you encounter. Go, traveler, build your upgrades. I will continue my great work. Alright, let's take a break from doing his quests. We're not gonna get done anytime soon. What other are they? Base computer, collecting fossils, industrial surveying, exocraft technician, yep. I'm gonna just, let's unpin this formula for now. So, yeah, that one to work on. Is it remote archive terminal, collecting fossils, industrial. Okay, so what if I talk to you now? Traveler friend, you taunt me each time you enter and leave this home of ours. You see the world, and all I see is the world of glass. Grant me some small comfort, traveler. Collect images of the places you visit so that my eyes may follow yours. I have already taken the liberty of loading the image requirements into your multi-tool, traveler friend. Take care. The Overseer's tour. What? Take a photo for the Overseer. Activate photo mode with X. Alright, let's just test this baby out. That is one of the cool things. I do remember them saying that, yeah, this has photo mode available. Nothing super cool here right now, but let's do this. Photo mode. Move the sun. Wait, what? Okay, well, that's a thing. I don't know how I feel about that. Change height, tilt, and space adjustments. Take screenshots. Okay, happy with that. Easy to exit photo mode. That's cool. This is terrible. Oh, that is really close range. Alright, well, I can work with it still. Maybe not the most awesome picture we've gotten, or that we could get from this game. I definitely could look for some good ones, maybe to turn into a screensaver or something at some point. Well, not a screensaver, but a background. You have been far afield, traveler. I can sense it. Yes, I stepped outside. What a comfort to these eyes of glass. Traveler friend, the base is full of joy today. Here, take these crumbs as a token of my appreciation. Rare item found. Clumsy gardener's dish. Approximate years bejeweled and dazzling, this tool has been decorated with countless precious stones, augmented and audacious. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. Interesting. I have seen enough for today, traveler friend. One wouldn't want to run out of things to see after all. Perhaps we shall re-perform this loop tomorrow. Stare at the Overseer. As I stare, I feel a dull crimson ache spread behind my eyes. I will not look away. Eventually, I blink. The Overseer is still there, still staring back. Interesting. So they even give you little continuation quests after you've finished their main storyline. So what is the analyst say? Traveler, you gather data as you explore, do you not? I find myself hungry for information, for worlds, yet my current research... Oh, that's right. You ask for weird data. Perfect traveler, this will greatly aid my research. Please take these nanites. Sick. Yours is done too, isn't it? Rah, traveler. I have been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. Would it please you to examine it? Sure. Behold, traveler. I'll decline it. It's not near as good as my own current one, which he made for me, which was much better before. So thank you. I don't want to risk losing my old one to that. Risk my current one losing it to that, because this is far superior in so many ways. I'll just store it for now. That can go there. Okay, whatever. Another carbon nanotube in here. Take that out. Well, so I could create that. I could go look for that. Work on that. Work on those. Because I still haven't gotten all the pieces for those. I still have to learn an industrial unit. I really should work on that at some point, just for the sake of it. And then we have the main quest to continue. But I think we've done a lot of the side quest junk today. I'm pretty happy with how that's all turned out. These are growing again. I harvested them a little bit ago. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is all turning out. I think I'm going to end this episode here for now. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with the releases if you haven't done so already. I hope you're enjoying all this. This game is insane and has a ridiculous number of places you can explore. Like, just Google how many worlds does No Man's Sky have, and let's see what the answer is. According to Google, over 18 quintillion. So yeah, you could basically play this game forever. It's great. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they make it work. Insane stuff. So considering that there's, the occasional glitch, and it's usually just an easily fixed glitch of like reload or touch on something a little differently, come back. Like, it just quick step away, come back type deal to work on it. Occasionally with that, okay, do a quick restart, but even just not even a complete like exit game and come back in necessarily. I don't know. The number of glitches aren't really good. The glitches aren't game breaking, and the number of things you can get there out of it is insane. What was it I needed for the solar mirror and living glass? Can I get living glass? Not from this one. Okay. Anyway, pick up that solar mirror. I am really curious about this weird, what am I gonna call it? Actually, we'll store this for now. Just for the sake of having to carry it with me. Okay. Also, as you can see, I did some work on expanding my suit a bit. I had a few more storage units. I had some more areas for this. I forgot to mention that when I started. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and I've been working on some translator piece here. I forgot about that, actually. I need to find another convergence cube. I have the other piece. Make the other piece. I have the platinum and the wiring looms. I know I have the platinum here somewhere. Where did you go? Yeah, platinum. I got it. So we just go to here and those are already it. Never mind. So yeah, I just need the convergence cubes, of which I only have right now. So things to work on. Not a huge deal though. That'll just help with translation. So like I get +3 words every time I get a translation done, which I think will be handy because we've been doing it the hard way. And that's the max level translator. I bought it from the anomaly. Anyway, good night everyone. Bye.